Greetings, family, friends. Worldwide movement, peace, love, respect. Big King Sadiq. Hollering at you one more time. As usual, right? Another beautiful day. Quick little spin for the people. I'm in the East Liberty / Shady Side area of Pittsburgh, PA. Right, just on a beautiful day. And it occurred on me. I wanted to go ahead and do this video that I think is very important. Probably a short video, but very important, on cherishing your connection with the Creator. If you're more comfortable with the term the source, right? Whatever term you're most comfortable with applying to your higher power. So what made me think about this in a little bit more depth is a conversation I had with a friend of mine. And he was talking about how mankind has seemed to be so enamored with chaos and destruction that many times, or even most of the time, when we stumble upon a new discovery, we tend to lean towards its negative applications, right? Making some, let's take, for example, a new energy source, like when we first discovered nuclear energy, right? What was one of the first efforts? Well, how can we weaponize this? So he was touching on that, right? Our tendency to do things of that nature. And sort of just pondering almost philosophically, why do we do that? Why do we lean toward destruction and destructive expression of how we can utilize things, rather than a positive expression of how we can utilize the things that we have access to and the resources within our midst, right? Why do we not lean toward new discoveries as means of inspiring hope, inspiration, and creativity, and manifesting, right? As opposed to all the negative implications and applications that we tend to almost thrive on, right? If you study human history, it's very easy to arrive at that conclusion. So I had a bit of a spiritual hypothesis in reference to that, and it's the fact that in our furtherance of technology, we tend to arrive at these empty, sometimes very mundane, inspirationally, that is, mundane applications of technology, when we certainly have the opportunity there to be very much more creative. Take a look at one of our great minds, Tesla, right? Great and somewhat, I wouldn't say silenced, but underplayed, to say the least. And some of his insight, almost downright hidden, right? Why have we not leaned more in that direction? And I believe it's because our lack of tendency to look within for a connection to source, rather than look to see a connection to source in external sources or external places that we feel we need to go to obtain some connection to our Creator or source, right? But truly, there is no place, no thing that exists outside of the Creator, right? Since all things are created from our creator's mind, right? And then manifested. Uh, just as we are taught to do as little creators, right? Think about something, concentrate on it hard enough, and manifest it. So certainly you are not void of connection to your creator. Look within yourself as a creation of your creator, and that in itself only logically suggests the most intimate of creations, of connections, right? Between one and his or her creator. So we don't need outside external stimuli or sources of inspiration in terms of connection to source. We can find that internally. And I feel if we did search more internal to find our connection with source, we would find more naturally creative ways to express and further our technologies, right? We would tend to look toward technologies that are derived in a means that is more in tune with nature and more cyclical in nature rather than linear, meaning they're not finite and won't run out in a linear sense. Technologies that are developed in unison with and totally in harmony with this planet, right? Which only makes perfect sense. It's just basic logic, right? Human beings have demonstrated that we're the only creatures to destroy our own nest, right? So we got to stop this illogical behavior and get back into connecting with our planet, which will only help us to connect back with source, right? So I do believe that if we cherish our connection with our creator, one of the byproducts or benefits of that is that we will start to naturally develop more eco-friendly, more cyclical, green forms of technology, so to speak, to benefit all rather than to benefit a few selfishly and corrupt the whole cycle, right? We need to stop these linear systems that interrupt cycles. Let's get back in tune and not work against this planet, and get back in better harmonies with the Creator's will by, again, looking within to our internal connection to our Creator or source, whatever you want to term your higher power to be. All right. Thanks for checking in with me, folks. One more time, had to holler at you. Worldwide movement, peace, love, respect. King Sadiq.